In this video, we are going to study the URL, the full form being Uniform Resource Locator. URL is sometimes also called Universal Resource Locator. Now, before I technically define the URL, let me give you an example to make it simpler for you. So this is an example of URL. That's right. The web address, the domain name is also called the URL. Now, how do you define the URL? So I will say the URL is the address of any resource on the internet. Now, what is the meaning of the word resource over here? So this resource could be an email, or it could be a file, or it could be any web page which exists on the internet. So for example, when you give this URL on your web browser, a web page will open in front of you. So I can say that this is basically the address of that web page on the internet. Alright. Now let's understand the structure of the URL. So the URL basically contains 6 parts. Okay. Now, in order to understand these 6 parts, let's take an example, something like this. Okay. The first part of the URL is called a protocol. So over here, this HTTP is the protocol. Now, apart from HTTP, there are several other protocols like FTP, Mail2, and so on. By the way, the full form of HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay. Anyway, now after that, after you give the protocol, you should compulsorily give you should compulsorily give a colon and 2 slashes, and after the 2 slashes, you will give the third part of the URL, that is the location of the server or the domain name. So now I give the third part of URL, which is www.studycircle.org. Instead of giving the domain name over here, I could have given some IP address also, okay, like 172.65.15.2. More on IP address in the subsequent videos. Okay, now after I give the protocol and these slashes and the domain name, now I can give an optional port number. So here the port number is not there. I'll explain you the port number very soon. Now let's go to the fifth part. The fifth part of the URL is basically the directory structure on which the file is present. So basically, if you see this part, this is the directory structure, the fifth part of the URL. So what this particular part is telling you, it is telling you, or I'll do one thing, I'll explain you the meaning of the entire URL now. So what this URL is telling the server over here, it is telling that I am interested in a file called 2.pdf, which is inside a directory called batches, which is on the website studycircle.org. Okay, so till here I have explained you 4 parts of URL: the protocol, colon 2 slashes, location of the server or domain name, and the directory structure. Now, 2 things which I haven't explained over here are the port number and the fragment identifier. Now, what exactly this port number is? So, to understand that, let's go to the web browser, let's go live. Now, what happens is that whenever our web browser is accessing any website, it will access that website on some particular port number, and usually that port number is 80. Okay. So let's say I type www.studycircle.org. Okay. So this website opens in front of me. Now pay good attention. Instead of giving studycircle.org, I could have given this also. Look what I am doing. I could have given colon 80. Look at the address bar carefully over here. So when I write colon 80, it means that I want to access this website on port number 80 of my computer. Now I hit the enter key and see the result is same. The result is same because by default all the websites are accessed on port number 80. Okay, so that is why giving colon 80 over here is optional. You may not give. Now the next thing is, what is that fragment identifier, also called query string? So for that, let me go to this google.com. Okay, and once again I'll type benefits of yoga over here. So let's say I type benefits of yoga. and I hit the enter key. Now when I hit the enter key, I want you to look at this address bar carefully. If you want, you can pause the video for a second and you can see this. Okay, so now if you saw this, this is basically the URL. But look at this carefully. After this google.com, you see search, you see colon, and after that look at this thing, alright. So over here, if you see carefully, you will realize that it contains the same words which I had given in my search query, okay. So if you see carefully, you will see these things, see benefits, okay, yoga and so on, alright. So whatever you see after this question mark, okay, look at this question mark, okay, whatever you see after this question mark, it is called query string, or sometimes it is called fragment identifier, okay. So these are the different parts of the URL. Now what happens is, over here this ORG is called top level domain. In short, it is called TLD. So let's talk about this TLD a little. This top level domain is of two types. One is called country specific TLD and another is called generic TLD. Country specific TLD is sometimes also called CCTLD. CC stands for country code. Generic TLD is sometimes also called GTLD. Now you must be wondering, what is all this? So this is something which you already know. Something like .in, .us, .uk are called country specific TLDs, and something like .com, .org, .net are called generic TLDs. Alright, so that was the topic of Uniform Resource Locator.